5 people have been arrested in the shooting earlier this month into a crowded store at the Mall of America. Thankfully, no one was hurt, but it raises the question of safety at Minnesota's biggest mall. Earlier this morning, I spoke with Bloomington Police Chief Booker Hodges. Take a look. And joining us now is Chief Hodges. Chief Hodges, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Let me ask you, sir, just right off the top, is the Mall of America a safe place to go and shop and have fun?
Absolutely. I wouldn't say it if it wasn't. Matter of fact, I'm going there today. The mall is a safe place to go. We have a lot of officers, a lot of security around, and I can assure people that the mall is as safe as it possibly could be right now.
You actually have a substation there at the mall, right there. The Bloomington police are there.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let me ask you this. You have an amazing, remarkable curricula vitae. You have got a doctorate from Hamline University from public administration. You're a former president of the NAACP, and you just told me that you were a former canoe guide in the Boundary Waters. Let me ask you, though, what is going on in our streets? Why are we seeing this kind of level of violence, especially amongst very young people?
So I was born and raised in North Minneapolis, and when I grew up, we were always taught, if you do the crime, you do the time. That is gone. There's no accountability right now, and we're not doing anyone any favors by not having accountability. And what you've seen is a generation that, quite frankly, doesn't believe in accountability. And it's our fault as adults because we haven't really held them accountable for much. And what you're starting to see longer term now is a lot of these kids that are getting in trouble, they're going to keep getting in trouble. And then when we finally do come down with some consequences, they're going to be very severe. And if we don't get a handle on this right now, in the next 10 to 15 years, we're going to be having mass incarceration discussions again. So it's just a complete lack of respect for authority right now.
Would you like to see tougher penalties for young offenders, including those under 18?
So here's what I would like to see. And I say this, that, people on both sides of the political spectrum have conducted social experiments that wouldn't pass muster of a basic institutional review board at a non-accredited university in a third world country. We've tried locking everybody up. We've tried letting everybody go. We all know that doesn't work. What I would like to see is if you break the law, we lock you up. We hold you accountable. But while you're being held accountable, we provide you with resources to get your life back in order, should you choose to do that. Right now, if we don't get these people the help they need, we're going to continue to have these problems. But at the same time, we can't continue to allow people to enjoy the benefits of a free society if they're going to continue to victimize people. Right. And that's what you see that's happening now.
I want to ask you about ghost guns, because there was an incident at the mall on New Year's Eve where a ghost gun was used. 2 people were wounded. There is a new federal law that will require serial numbers on gun parts. Is that going to help? And how concerned are you about ghost guns?
Personally, I'm very concerned about ghost guns. Those who choose to break the law.
We're watching people running in the New Year's Eve incident here.
And that's, people who choose to break the law, serial numbers, registration, none of that's going to work for any of these folks. The only thing that I believe is going to work is if these people break the law, that they're locked up and they're held accountable for their actions and they're given the help they need to turn their life around should they choose to do so. But ghost guns, it's a game changer. We in the profession, sometimes we're behind the 8 ball in terms of keeping up with the trends, but this is a dangerous trend right now. And where the amount of firearms that are out there on the street isn't good for anybody.
Well, Chief Hodges, thank you for that honest analysis. We really appreciate your insights this morning. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.